Hey guys, I'm your Triple C. How's everyone doing today? Today I'm going to bring you my top 10 favorite G.I. Joe classified list. This is a list of my top 10 Joes, not Cobras, just Joes today. From classified and retro line. The retro is, in my opinion, still part of classified, so we're going to start off with number 10. Which is Scarlet. That face sculpt is awesome on her. She's perfect. She's a perfect female character. She was one of the original Joes in the original 13. She was also in the first episode where she flew in and almost hit Duke and Snake Eyes, and I think Stalker was the other character in that scene. She flew in and Snake Eyes dove and made everybody duck while she was hit them. The jet, the skyjacker. But it was funny. She didn't do it on purpose, I don't think. But she was a combat specialist in the cartoon. She was in it a lot. I mean, she was in it probably more than most characters were in it. But she was one of my favorites growing up. I didn't have Lady J till later on. I had her and Duke. I didn't even have Hawk. I had Duke later. You know what? When I was a kid, I didn't like Hawk that much for some reason. He wasn't in it that much as a kid. But I liked it later on, just not right away. But I was more of a Duke person. And number 9 is Duke. Classified retro line Duke. This is the best Duke that we've ever gotten, in my opinion. The face sculpt wise. And he looks just like him. He's Captain America of G.I. Joe. I mean, he's a serious guy. It takes, he makes a joke once in a great while, but he's got to always get stuff done. He's one of my favorite characters. Now, he was my General Hawk role. He was the leader of my Joes growing up. Why I had another character I want to talk about later on. He was my leader in the field. Alright. Number 8. She was not in the Real American Hero, but she is a great classified figure. She comes with several weapons. She has 6 weapons. 7 that she came with. 2 swords, 2 maintenance blades, 2 Iron Mag extended handguns. They have extended magazines and Iron Mag handguns. So those are really awesome weapons that she has. Plus Curry, I believe it's called Curry. Correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm saying that wrong, guys. But I love the maintenance blades on her. They remind me of Cyberpunk, the video game. But they have hinges here and here. So 2 hinges there and there. So you can get them in awesome poses with her. And she was recruited by General Hawk, if I remember correctly. Because she has a special ability where she can, it's almost a precognition, but like Spider-Man's sense, but not really. She has the ability to react fast. Alright, then number 7 is Doc. Now, I never had doctors growing up. I had a Lifeline, but every team needs a medic. Every Joe team needs a medic. Well, I mean, there are times you'll need a medic because Saw Viper killed him and a couple other people in Devil's Due. But to my knowledge, not many people ever died in G.I. Joe. I correct me if I'm wrong, but not a lot of Joes die. I know some do, but not a lot. But yeah, Doc is a great figure. He has this stretcher. I gave him this medical handbag also he can hold. He has a taser gun right here. He has a flare gun on his front chest. Glasses and helmet can come off. He has little medical pill bottles right there on his helmet. Not removable, but it's still cool to have. He has this medical bag on his front right here. And he has these two bags can be exchanged with another one if you wanted to. And this comes off to form a stretcher, which is really cool. I like this. This is a great idea for the toys. I like this a lot. Now I don't know how you're supposed to hold this like this, because there's a page right there, and that would keep them in there. But the buckles are on the bottom here, so I'm not sure which way you're supposed to actually put the Joes on there. But yeah, Doc. Every team needs a medical guy. That is number 6, I think. Yeah, 6. Number 7. Number 6. Alright. Now, I did have this guy growing up, and I liked him a lot. He is... This is good? This is good. Yeah. This is Night Force Falcon. Now, I did not like this character growing up on a cartoon. Because he got Duke hurt. He's Duke's younger brother. And Duke was one of my favorite characters growing up. I do like this guy a lot. Though, the way he looks, he's a great Green Beret figure. He comes with a load of accessories, and he's part of Night Force. That alone made him worth getting from me. But in the cartoon, I did not like his character at all. But as a toy, he was one of my figures I played with a lot growing up. And I liked him a lot. He was never in charge, but he was one of those characters I sent out in the field to get stuff done. Alright, that is number 7. Number 6. Number 5. Let's see. 5. Where is number 5? You know what? Let's do Roadblock next. Now, Roadblock is the best Roadblock ever made, in my opinion. This is Tiger Force Roadblock. I love his accessories. He can put his backpack. It says Chef on the back. Yeah, he was a great character in the cartoon. He was a tough guy in the cartoon. I mean, this look at how big he is. He's huge. He's a big guy, but he was also a prominent member in a prominent role in the movie. Did you guys know the movie, a cartoon movie? He went blind though from some poison that spit, and then Cobra Commander was turned into a snake and wrapped around Roadblock to help him get away and see. But then he got his eyesight back at the end. But that was the last time we saw Roadblock, was in the movies. He never appeared into the Dick series, to my knowledge. I don't ever remember seeing him in the Dick series. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I never remember seeing him in the Dick series. Yeah, it was the end for a lot of Joes after that movie. I mean, a lot of Joes never came back. I mean, granted, there was a lot of Joes that they introduced, but in the Dick series, some of them were cooler than others. Some of them, you know, the characters themselves were cool in the Dick series. The storyline in the cartoon were awful. Except for two storylines. That was the headhunter one with the headman, and the Dragonfire episodes. Those were the only good parts of the Dick series, in my opinion. And the way it ended, God, that was awful. That was an awful episode the way it ended. Because it didn't have any resolution at the end. That's why I didn't like the series. The season personally is, if you're going to end a franchise, end the franchise. I mean, just end the series. Give it a good ending. That's why I love Resolute, because Resolute was a continuation of the original. In my eyes, it was a continuation of the original series, and that had a great ending. I mean, that's just my opinion, though. I mean, it may not have been anything to do with the original Real American Hero cartoon, but in my eyes, that's how G.I. Joe should have ended. With some of the bad guys captured or killed. But yeah, Roadblock. Now, I had Roadblock as a kid, and I did not like his face. They never got his face right until this figure right now. This is the best Roadblock ever. That face sculpt is perfect, in my opinion. But yeah, that is number 6. Let's do 1. I did Helix, I did you, I did Scarlet, I did you, and Frederick. So that's 5. I'm on the 4 now. 4, okay. 4. Where is, okay, number 4. Sergeant Slaughter. This was my leader of of the teams that went out in the field. He was my leader in the field. Duke stayed back and commanded from the base while he was leader of my Joes on the field. He's one of my favorite characters in all of G.I. Joe history. I hope I get to meet him someday, the real person that voiced him, and the wrestler, Sergeant Slaughter guy. I'm sorry, I forget his real name. But I would love to meet him. He was a hero of mine growing up, so when I was a kid, I was actually pretty tough. I exercised, I was able to do 100 push-ups on my knuckles, but when I got sick, that changed. But anyways, he was my leader of my Joes on the field, and he's an awesome character. I love Sergeant Slaughter. And I got both versions of him. I got him in this version, and I got him in the Marauders version too. But now the last 3 I'm going to show off are really cool characters, and they can be in any certain order. But I'm going to show off this one right here. This is one of the best characters this year, in my opinion. It is Shockwave. Night Force Shockwave. This is one of the best characters this year. It is the best character this year. I mean, Wreckage was good. That one came with the Tiger Paw, and that Tiger Paw is my number 5 vehicle. But this Shockwave came with a load of accessories, and he's just awesome. He's an awesome character. He was The original one, the blue one, which I have somewhere right here. I had him too. I had him first, and then I had him later on. But this Shockwave was the one that got things done in my group. He was the one that you sent on missions, and you knew he wouldn't fail. He'd do whatever it took to get the mission done. He was that kind of person in my eyes. And I always pretended that he was me. Because you don't know who's underneath the mask. I mean, it could be anybody. But when I was a kid, it was me. And he was the one that got everything done for me. Now, the last two, number 2, I'm going to show off, is a freaking awesome character. I'm so happy that they made him. And I'm hoping that we get more guys like him. I know we got the 60th anniversary edition, which I still need to get 2 of those guys. The underwater ones. But Torpedo, he is an awesome figure. I mean, it's just... He has the machine gun, yeah, and he has a harpoon launcher, the flippers, the air tank, and the breathing apparatus. And he has a knife. But he's just a really great character and a great figure. I had him in Deep 6. I want to say it's Deep 6. It was the one that had that bulky body that the arms only move. I had him and him. And the shark. I used him more than I used the other guy. I'm hoping that they make that version of Deep 6 that they make it more articulated. Or they make version 2 of Deep 6. But I do want more underwater guys. I know a lot of people do want more underwater guys. What do you guys think the chances of the whale being the next HasLab? I mean, do you guys think that's a possibility? Do you guys think that's a possibility of it being a HasLab? Because the whale would be an awesome HasLab. I'm hoping it's not yet, though. Because I really want a Havoc first. But, what do you guys think? Comment below if your top 10 favorite Joes. Down below, and I want to know, what do you predict for the next G.I. Joe HasLab for Joe's side? Not Cobra, because you know it's going to be Joe's side. Alright, now, my number 1. This was a toss-up. This was hard to do, because there's so many great figures. And I do have an honorable mention I want to mention first. Let me grab them real fast. Mutt and Junkyard. This is my honorable mention. He almost made the list. I love this dog. This dog is freaking adorable and awesome, and Mutt is awesome too. He's a great figure. Alright. Now, my number 1 figure for the line is Snake Eyes. It just is. There's no other options. Snake Eyes is number 1 in my eyes. He was a ninja. He was you know what? It's funny. In my head, I remember him battling Storm Shadow more than what was in the cartoon. But in the cartoon, Storm Shadow battled Quick Kick and Spirit more than Storm Shadow, even though these guys have a rivalry, which I never understood that, how they made this and Storm Shadow into a rivalry. Now, Storm Shadow is on my top 10 Cobra list, but he's not number 1. I will get to that next time, but this particular Snake Eyes has a sword, a gun, a handgun, a silencer, and a knife. I gave him this extra sword that I had from another version of him I dismantled. But yeah, Snake Eyes is a great figure. He was a great character in the cartoon. He was an awesome fighter in the cartoon. Especially in Resolute. Like, Resolute was awesome. I don't know if Resolute... Someone tell me if Resolute came to the original Real American Hero line, or is it just its own thing? If it's its own thing, that's fine, but I always thought a continuation of the original cartoon. In my head, anyways. But, yeah, I love this figure. This is, now, a lot of people like the edited version with the goggles better, and, you know, I can see that, and then we gained the one that has a polar bear, because I want that polar bear. I want that polar bear badly. And, you know, he also came with Timber. Now, I got 2 Timbers here to show off the heads. One angry, one good boy. Angry? Ah, good boy. Okay, enough of that. But Timber has a lot of articulation on him. He's a great animal, just like Junkyard was, and like all the pets are. Now, there's a couple of pets that I want to get doubles of. I want to get another Warthog, and I want to get another crocodile also. I usually get doubles of all the animals, but because you can get this close to forming a zoo. We just need some sort of cat. But yeah, maybe we'll get a tiger in one of the Tiger Force characters, and we'll get a tiger pet. I'm serious with that. Come on, Lenny, give me the tiger. Tiger Force. But yeah, Snake Eyes, great figure. I do want to get the other Timber too, the gray one. If I can get the gray one by itself, I will. But yeah, let me know below. Tell me your favorite top 10 Joes only, and let me know what you think the next Joe HasLab will be. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this list. I am your host, Triple C. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Yo, Joe! Bye, guys.